Go ahead and get started with some opening comments from Coach, then we can take questions.
Well, I appreciate what the guys did, players did this week, and I thought we had a good week of preparation, and it was good to get back home and play. And I thought there was a lot of really good efforts, and certainly, there's some things that we still want to get better at, but it was good to win, and it was a lot of guys contributed, and that always feels good.
Jesse.
Right now, I mean, the biggest concern is just how is he, and certainly, took a hit at the end, and we knew at halftime, we saw the doctors, and even as a coach, you feel like, we were trying to get him in a little bit in rhythm, and then the penalty, and thought we got a chance for points, and so you hate seeing it. We'll find out where he's at and see on it, and that's what's good about the procedures that are put in place, and certainly we're poised and ready to do whatever we need to for this team, and Jack is too, but hopefully we can get Alex back.
Jeff.
When Jack came in, you relied on the run exclusively those first two drives, but when you did put the ball in his hands on that last drive, how do you think he looked, basically not throwing a pass for quite a while?
Yeah, no, I mean, it was we thought we could get some stuff going in the run game. It wasn't like we just, all right, we're going to run the ball and, have one of those big halftime speeches that we're going to do this. But it was working, and I think it was our first two drives, and I think that was two drives in the third quarter, and we were able to keep it on the ground. I thought guys were working up front. Backs ran hard. And then, he had a couple opportunities, and, I think overall we were better on third down. But I know the one he was kind of moving a little bit. I'd like to see what happened. That one I didn't feel like we really had a lot to go to. I don't know if we won across the board, but it was good for him to get back in. And, he took last week personal, and it was good for him to come back. He hated it at the expense, certainly, of Alex. So.
The third quarter, it really looked like, I guess the dam sort of broke in the run defense for Rutgers. Is that something that as a play caller you can really kind of feel? Excuse me, can you feel that and just sort of ride that as far as just it really started to go from 2-3 yards to really gashing them consistently?
Yeah, no, it was guys were on it, and I thought the backs were seeing it well, and certainly when you're having success, it helps, and not that we're necessarily repeating the same runs, but you're able to keep it on the ground, and it was I think like anything, there's momentum to the game, and that can certainly be it.
Jesse.
Jonathan had another big day today. What has impressed you most about what he's been able to do this season to build on everything he did last year and expectations people had for him in his second year?
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing to me about JT is he's stayed consistent. Consistent in his approach, consistent in his personality. He's a worker, and this team means a ton to him. And I think that's what I've been most impressed with is just being the same guy, and he's fun to be around.
Jason. Go ahead, Tom.
Paul, what are kind of your thoughts on the defensive performance? You held them out of the end zone until late, but gave up some big plays.
I thought we did some really good things, and I thought in the first half, we were getting to them and we were getting some hits. It's unfortunate we had some opportunities for some takeaways, and didn't really take advantage of those. Heck, it was an awesome play on the blocked field goal. I thought a lot of guys contributed, and I thought they played really well. And it still is it's special right now the way our inside linebackers are playing. I mean, those two are flying around, and it was great to have Dakota back. It was good to get Isaiah some reps, and yet a lot of guys are contributing, and I thought they played well today. It was fun. Yeah, it was. I thought there was. he was really sharp on some things, and some third downs, and then the picks. The first pick, I thought that the kind of the way it played out was trying to make something that maybe wasn't there, and then on the second pick, I thought he was just. I'm anxious to watch it. I thought he was late on it, and yet had some third downs and some early throws. He was really sharp on, and so it was a little bit inconsistent that way, because I thought he was good early in some areas.
Quarterback position is really stable. Do you feel like it's unsettled right now between injuries and maybe Alex throwing some interceptions and Jack coming on, all those kinds of things together?
Yeah, I mean, I think that certainly there is the last week Jack starts, this week Alex starts, and then Jack comes in. That creates that. I've liked the way they've approached each week. And there's going to be kind of a lot of positions have had that, right? With injuries and whatnot, and so that's the biggest concern right now is where Alex is at with his health, and then Jack will continue to work and improve. But
Tammy.
Could you expand a bit on your impressions of how Dakota played today, having him back?
Well, I mean, having him back, he's one. It was great for him, and I think everyone felt his energy, and even kind of going along in the week, knowing that he had a chance to go, he's one of those guys that brings a lot of energy, and I think guys, they take energy from him, and it was good, and he just to go out and play, and he's especially when you're a senior, that's a hard deal when you miss time. And so it was, and honestly, I mean, I saw him show up on a couple of things. I wouldn't necessarily right now want to evaluate how he played, but absolutely feel confident saying it was great having him out there, and for him and for our team.
Yes.
This team's now bowl eligible. Maybe sometimes that gets lost here because the team goes every year. But is that something that you feel like you'll celebrate with the players? Is that something that's acknowledged at this point in the season?
I think certainly it's something that you're proud of, and it's not given to you. You've got to earn it, and it, as a coach, I've always felt grateful for the opportunity then to have a chance to be with the team you're with, for one more opportunity, and so I think that it is something worth acknowledging, and guys were talking about it, and they know how the system works, and so you're grateful for that.
Well, Danny's situation's been well documented, the suspension. Do you think today was a solid game for him, perhaps better than he's contributed before that he's wanted to?
Yeah, and that's tricky too, because as a receiver, it could be a DB, right? Does it come your way? But it was good to see him be able to contribute. Early he had, I think we had a naked. He was involved in that, and certainly the touchdown at the end. I think it meant a lot to him, and so it was good. But I think it's a little bit hard in the sense that, when the ball comes your way, what can you do with it? And it's you can't just judge it, I guess, on the numbers.
Receivers are, they value how they can contribute. Once
Oh
they
yeah,
have the ball in their hand.
absolutely. He's got to do a little better on the run.
Paul Holden, a great week for the special teams last week with the penalties, and today, in addition to the blocked field goal, there was Connor put a couple inside the 10. Were you happy to see that group kind of bounce back?
Yeah, I was, and I thought that you're right. Those are big when you get a chance to pin an offense down, and I thought Jack Dunn did a couple things with the return, and the block was fun, because that's such an effort play on the block, and then did a nice job. I think Dakota got it and got some yards after it, but it was certainly good to see.
Anything else for Coach?
All right, thank you.